for the trip. We want to do a Simpson Desert crossing. So that's up there, basically in the middle of Australia. We all live down here in Melbourne, so we're going to leave from Melbourne, head up through Victoria, New South Wales. We really want to visit White Cliffs, and then up here through kind of the corner country. And somehow we're going to get up through here into Birdsville, kind of the capital of the outback, I guess. And that's our launching point for the Simpson Desert crossing. So we go across there over a few days without any fuel or water or anything. We're going to carry all that. And then head home or head back through South Australia. Want to do Flinders Ranges, and then come back somehow through here into Victoria. I think we'll stay in Hattah on the last night and then just do a big day and zip back down to Melbourne. So we cover quite a bit of the country. It's going to be a 2-week trip and several thousand kilometres. So I'll have to see how I go on the motorbike with that. And then the other guys are in cars, so it might be a bit more comfortable for them.
Okay, day one at home. Got a couple of bags on the bike. Tank bag, tail bag, and then the bike set up with the GPS and everything. And all the rest of my gear's in the four-wheel drive. Starting the trip with 4482 kilometres.
The first thing I needed to do was pick up some stuff from the bike shop, then head out of town. And of course, as soon as I started heading out of town, I hit a whole lot of traffic on the freeway. But that wasn't too bad and could get around that easily on the bike. The rest of the morning was spent travelling through central Victoria, which is a very nice place to ride a bike.
I'm in Echuca. It's been pretty cold, so I attached the things that cover up and block the wind. And I also tried wearing 2 pairs of gloves, but that worked a lot better. And I'm also got 10 layers on and a thing around my neck, and I'm warm. There's a crow up there. I think he wants my sunflower seeds. He's getting closer. Oh, he's going to come and get some of my seeds in a minute.
Apart from talking to crows to fill in time, also talk to robots in the supermarket and filled our trolley with some stuff we might need for the next few days. Then we packed the car. I was very helpful in this process and drank a beer to help supervise. Once we had fuel on board and all the supplies we might need, it was time to head out of Victoria. Here we're just about to cross the bridge into New South Wales over the Murray River. Echuca is really the last major town we would visit for almost the entire trip until we got back into Victoria, because we're going to outback New South Wales, Queensland, South Australia, and there just really aren't that many big towns to do the shopping in. We'd barely made it into Moama before we got a call on the radio from Dan. Now, Dan had really set himself a challenge, deciding to bring an 86 4Runner, or what's known also as a Surf. He's done quite a bit of work on it prior to the trip to get it reliable, but already before he'd met up with us in Echuca, he'd had some electrical problems, and just as we were leaving, had a few more issues. So the kind of list of problems were what looked to be a potential major oil leak, electrical problems with the alternator and regulator, and leaky radiator. So he's getting the JB weld out here to patch up the radiator, trying to figure out what's going on with electricals, and also mopping up the oil leak just to see how bad it is. Anyway, after a bit of mucking around here near the Rebco in Echuca, we finally got away. After sunset riding into New South Wales, we had a palmer at the Pretty Pine pub and found our campsite for the first night. Been a good day one. The bike was great. I was bike fit enough not to be too stiff and sore, so that gave me confidence the rest of the trip. And we now had all of our team together. Myself, Richard, Jules, Mick and Dan. We were ready to go and tackle the rest of the adventure.
So this is day 2 of our trip. Swimmy swag is there. So we're camping. And these are the other vehicles on the trip. So the Honda is by far the most modern. So yes, the trip has been supported. But who knows, maybe I'll be supporting these guys. We've now got 2 cars with the bonnets up.
Daily servicing, Dave. This is just a quick oil. We don't change oil in these cars. What we do is we...
Let's see how much he puts in. It's just a consumable.
Yeah,
it's like a 2-stroke.
It does. It injects oil.
So we're heading out of camp on day 2. So I'm kind of just hanging around while waiting for the other guys to get ready. But we're heading to Hay now, do car repairs and get a coffee.
We hadn't got too far down the road before we got a call from Dan saying there was an issue with his car, so we went back to the camp to help him sort that out.
So here we go, we're testing the battery here. Just charging now, 14 volts. 14 volts. So that's how you check your alternator. First thing you should do is check the voltage on your battery.
It was touch and go for a minute there, but we got it sorted. And next stop, Hay for a coffee and a second breakfast.
So we've got 11.5 litres into a 12 point something litre tank, 200 k's from Hay to Ivanhoe into a headwind, so it was pretty brutal. Okay, we're here in Ivanhoe having lunch, a PC or 3, and this is where we're going today. We started, I'm pretty sure it was Wanganella, and then we went up to Hay. And now we've just done a couple 100 k's into a headwind up here to Ivanhoe, and then we need to go to page 30, and the plan is still to go up via Wilcannia and to White Cliffs. Actually hit the dirt, not really sure how far this goes for, 95 k's to Wilcannia, so I assume it's dirt to Wilcannia, that's what the map says. It's pretty old, so who knows. Anyway, the difference is concentration on the tarmac. We can just cruise along in La La Land, and here as soon as we get on the dirt I'm like mega focused on looking at my lines.
So I definitely got prematurely excited about riding on dirt here. This patch of dirt only lasted about 5k's and then it was back to tarmac. But having the Honda, I was just so keen to get on the dirt and not ride on tarmac.
Where are we going? So we're here in the underground hotel. It's all just been drilled out of the rock. This is our little room here. It's got 2 beds. And it's all rock. And this shaft here, this is where the fresh air comes from. It's awesome because it's like the perfect temperature in here, no matter what the temperature outside. And it's like a maze. So that's the end of day 2. We had a huge day of riding and driving today. So 500 to 600 kilometers from south of Hay, through Hay, Ivanhoe, Wilcannia, and up to White Cliffs. I don't feel as bad as I thought I might. Actually feel not too bad, quite fresh for riding so much. But the wind was a bit of a killer. I got really bad fuel economy in the headwind, and then depending which way we're traveling, then there was also kind of pretty shocking side winds pushing me off the road. But yeah, anyway, we got here just around sunset. Okay, start of day 3, leaving the underground hotel, White Cliffs, heading to town. And then the plan for today is to get up towards Cameron Corner and camp up near there, the national park or whatever. Anyway, let's head off. In the opal field, just cruising around, having a look at all the mines, and just trying not to fall down any mines as we cruise around. There's a mine shaft there. This is the kind of lookout spot, I guess. It's the highest mound or hill in the April field. Anyway, it's quite a bit, actually a bit more than I remembered from the last couple of times I've been here. I think most of it's all out that way there and over there, and the CRF's doing good. Made up here, haven't fallen into any mine shafts yet, and yeah, a bit windy again today. Stopped about half an hour outside White Cliffs on the Tibooburra Road. The other guys are just behind, but I'm right in front so I don't cop all their dust. So, and a nice speed is around 90, and then slow down for these kind of creek crossing ditches or whatever. Anyway, we'll see how that workflow works for today. Found a nice creek bed for lunch. And bonus is we can practice our sand driving. How's the Serenity? In the middle of nowhere, there's shit beeping. There's
It
some
does not need to go that
drone
high.
buzzing
Don't
overhead.
need to change that. It doesn't need to go to 70 metres to come back. That's near my place, so it avoids a tree. That's where it's landing me.
Return to home is like the moon.
Return to home.
Here we've got the baby tall tree, and then over here we've got the tall tree, and it's what it says on the box. It's a tree, a washing line of tools. And there's more tools over there. Yeah, let's check out the tread. Pretty much nothing, stock tyres. Trying to ride down this sandy. Check out the Holden. Awesome. See how far I can ride down here.
I was a bit concerned at this point trying to ride through the sand. It was really difficult and wondered what it was going to be like in the actual desert. Of course here, to be fair, I'm riding with the stock tyres with no tread on them and also not letting the tyres down. Also you can see the cars had a bit of fun trying to get in as well.
End of day 3, we're just camping outside Tibooburra. We're in the creek bed down there. We've got a nice sunset. It was a good day today, just kind of a few dirt roads and
travelling along, checking out White Cliffs in the morning. Yeah, so it was really nice. And we got a roast put on for dinner, so it's going to be pretty tasty. This is our dinner at the campsite. Roast pork with actual kind of crispy crackle. Looking good.
Turns out we weren't alone that night. Have a look on the bottom left of the screen and you'll see these critters coming home to their little holes.
Start of day 4. We're heading up through Inaminka up to the Dig Tree, and we'll stay there tonight. So I think we got a decent ride, but it's all on dirt today. Yeah, should be good. Looking forward to it. Queensland border crossing. You have to go through a gate to get into Queensland.
This was a great morning of riding. We're in Queensland now and got some interesting surfaces to ride on, some a bit sandy, other more gravel tracks, but yeah, really nice riding. And we had a few more kilometres to travel today than yesterday, but yeah, really enjoyable, and you can just see the great colours of the outback in these shots.
Which way are we going?
You're going to be tough to make it there, I think.
It's not that close.
119 or something. Where is it? What have you found, Dave?
This little guy.
Hello, buddy. Bearded dragon. After 300 Ks,
Got to do some pumping.
you got to do some stand-up paddleboarding. Are you hard yet, Dave? Have you heard that before?
Semi. Oh my god.
Just chilling out on the paddleboard, having my gin and tonic. So it's end of day 4. This morning we left Tibooburra and head up north into Queensland through the gate, and then there's an awesome flock of birds coming across now, making a lot of noise, and got a bit of a kind of adventure style riding in through the oil gas fields, whatever they are, and then into Inaminka for an ice cream and a refuel, and then tonight we're going to stay here at the dig tree. This is a dinner we're eating. We've got this naan bread and a massaman curry. It's bloody good.
You got lots of sauce.
Look at this. Rich has just taken all my sauce. That's great.
And another Narnia.
I've got a big pile of naans over there. And a ripping fire.
Does it get better?
Doesn't get better.
I'm at the dig tree. It's the morning after we camped, so now I'm gonna actually go and have a look at the tree. Okay. Apparently this is the real dig tree, because there's lots of trees that might have been the dig tree, like that one, or this one, or maybe one of the ones over there. I don't know. This is definitely the coolest one because you got the face carved into the tree. And there's another blaze over there on that branch. And there's the Cooper's Creek. It's actually flowing at a fair rate through here. Do an update on the map. So yesterday we started just north of the New South Wales border, just south of New South Wales border, crossed over, and then head up through here, through these oil fields, and then up the Old Boar Road, and then we ducked into Inaminka to get supplies and fuel, and then head out to the dig tree site. So we stayed last night on the river, which is quite nice, and then this morning we've come up this way, and we're now at Cordillo Downs for lunch and to check out the Australia's largest shearing shed. And then for the rest of the day we're going up here and then across to Birdsville. this awesome beast of a piece of machinery. Get the steam going in there. Alright, we finally reached the point where the red pig has run out of fuel, so we'll just do a roadside pop up here. Splash.
This is pretty good. Where did you store that?
Splash the bags.
Did you strap
Don't
it to
splash the bags, please.
Can you take it off? It's for sure what's going on the bag.
Oh yeah.
That is.
Where did you have this jerry can strapped? Was it on that side or the other side?
Yeah, so I had one 20 on this side and the other 20 on this side.
Where?
And just don't have a look.
Can you flop that? Can you?
There's no support vehicles.
Is it down there?
Oh, okay. Can you?
Actually, I think the support vehicles are a liability.
Yeah,
Can you
just hold that for a little
Can
bit
you?
while we
Can you? No, I'm tipping this. You point. You point the thing in. I'm going to do it very
Don't
slowly.
pull it out, though.
Hang on, don't pull it. Don't pull it.
Is it?
Oh,
You have to maybe help lift it too.
no, I'm alright.
Are you filming
Just
this or
direct
what?
it.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to film when you're filling up.
Can you
Slower.
Maybe. Oh, that's alright. This is diesel, yeah? Was that half of it?
All over the side of it.
See how many bars we got now? Half.
Half?
Yeah.
Is that enough?
I'll be probably.
That's 150 k's or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
How long have we got?
God only. Stopped at these cool ruins, so let's go inside and have a look. There's a water hole over there. Tiny birds. There we go. Sign your name on the wall here. A decent sized place. Okay, it's the end of day 5 and we're in Birdsville, and we came from the Dig Tree today and did lots of driving and riding, and it was quite good roads, quite varied conditions. It was quite fun kind of adventure roads, and then a horrible road into Birdsville of like corrugations everywhere, and I almost hit a kangaroo, but it was just a baby. That's the end of the first part of the trip, getting from Melbourne to Birdsville, which has been an awesome trip in itself. Tomorrow is when it gets really serious, leaving Birdsville and heading into the Simpson Desert. The excitement's kind of building now, but we'll have to see how the riding goes in the sand. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and just want to get out there, so can't wait.